Hello and welcome to today's class, which is going to be full of surprises. I'm just going to leave that. Why? Don't know. We're going to do some cardio today and some detox today. I feel like this is like my own energy going, no, not detox, but it's a good thing. Detox is good. So I'm just going to leave that. I already said that. Let's get started. We're off to a good start, I'd say. Finding a centering posture. So maybe that's Vinyasa, child's pose. And if that's not accessible, maybe just a cross-legged seated position, somewhere where you feel comfortable and you are able to sink and melt into it. Taking those first few slow, deep breaths to melt a little bit further. Sink a little bit deeper, hips lowering down towards the feet. And just becoming aware of the present moment. We often spend so much time thinking about the past. What could we have done? What should we have done? And it's all dramatic. And the future, well, it'll be better when blah, blah, blah. But really, truthfully, if you're sitting or laying down or on your yoga mat at all right now, everything is okay right now in your physical body, regardless of any challenges. You are okay. This moment is okay. And trying to face this moment right now. Taking the next few moments to observe. When you become in that moment, do you feel relieved? Oh yeah, right now is okay. Or is it a bit scary for you? If it is, that's fine. We talk about how the present moment is the only moment there is. But the truth is, I don't like to candy coat anything. Sometimes right now sucks. And you know what? That's okay. Yoga's here for us. And everything always feels better after yoga. No one has ever said, wow, I wish I hadn't done that yoga earlier. Like, really, it's such a good tool to use to help your world. Now that we're all settled into the present moment, taking a moment to set an intention for this practice. So while we don't want to stay in the future always, we still have a past and we still have a future. So setting a goal, an intention for your practice. If you are looking for better sleep at night or more energy during the day, one of those things, picking one thing that yoga is really good for. And knowing that after this class, you'll be one step closer. You're about to embark on another step towards that intention. And then slowly start to make your way all the way up and back to that first downward facing dog. Take all the time you need. For some reason, I'm feeling really fidgety. I need all my props to be specifically so. Hopefully, that's my intention for today, to try to be a little bit more relaxed at the end of class. So once you're in your downward facing dog, maybe walking it out a little bit. Maybe shifting hips side to side if that feels right. And then send the feet forward all the way to the top of your mat, landing in a forward fold. So the feet are parallel. And just allow the head to hang. Decompressing the whole length of the spine, including the neck. So softening there. Sometimes we hide tension in there, allowing that to go away. And slowly, one vertebra at a time, ragdoll, all the way up to standing, coming up to the top of your mat, heels and toes together, and we'll get moving. So today, detox and cardio Vinyasa. I'm actually really excited about this particular class. I always feel so amazing afterwards, and even during. It feels really nice and juicy and super amazing. So here we go. On the inhale, raise the arms way up high. On the exhale, gliding forward, nice and smooth, all the way down. Inhale for flat back. And exhale, down. We'll head back to plank, strong plank, scooping the belly in. And lower, chaturanga. Inhale for cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale, belly scoops in to lift the hips up and back to downward dog. Couple deep breaths. Shoulders away from the ears. Allowing some of that weight to shift forward into the palms towards the roots of the fingers. And send the feet forward. Inhaling for flat back. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up, reaching up high, getting taller. And exhale to a tall mountain. And again, inhale, arms go up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale for flat back. Exhale, down, heading back to plank. And lowering, chaturanga. Inhale, up. And exhale, downward facing dog. For 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Send the feet forward. Inhaling for flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up, reaching up high, getting taller. And exhale to a tall mountain. Just one more. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale for flat back. Exhale down, heading back to plank. And lowering, chaturanga. Inhale up. And exhale, downward facing dog. For 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Send the feet forward. Inhaling for flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up. And exhale to mountain. Here we go. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale for flat back. Exhale down, back through plank. And lower chaturanga. Inhale up. And exhale, downward facing dog. From here, let's take a three-legged down dog. Right leg sweeps to the sky. Lengthening through the back of that supporting leg. And then step the right foot forward between the hands. Back knee gently lowers down to your mat or blanket, folded blanket or something cushy if you like. Come on up for Vinyasa. 5 deep breaths for a 1. 2. Allowing the hips to sink and melt down. 3. 4. And 5. From here, heading into Vinyasa with a twist. So left elbow crosses over the right knee. And you can even release the hands to kind of get into it. You don't have to be graceful. You just have to get there. And then palms together. And then opening up. So it's hard to see from this angle, but I'm hunching a little bit. So lengthening as we twist. For a 1. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Belly scoops in, slowly unraveling back to Vinyasa. Remembering your options for Vinyasa. We can step it all the way back to child's pose or downward dog, or for extra challenge, back through plank. Lowering chaturanga. Inhaling up. And exhale, downward facing dog. Other side, this time left leg sweeps to the sky for three-legged. And stepping up forward between the hands. Back knee lowers down. Untuck those toes, arms sweep up. Vinyasa. For a 1. 2. 3. 4. And 5. And Vinyasa with a twist. Right elbow across the left knee. Finding that nice twist. And then lifting the sternum up. Almost feel like you're doing a back bend, and that'll get your spine neutral. For a 1. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Belly scoops in, coming all the way back to Vinyasa. Remembering your options for your Vinyasa. Extra challenge, heading back through plank. Lowering chaturanga. Inhaling up. And exhale, downward facing dog. Three-legged down dog. Once more, right leg sweeps. Stepping up forward. Back knee lowers down. Coming up for Anjaneyasana once again. But we're not there long. This time we'll do Anjaneyasana with a twist, but a binding twist. You can use a strap if you want to, but you don't need to. What I recommend, I actually recommend you, if you want to, you can. So what we do is the left arm crosses over and then goes through. I'm using my right hand actually to turn so that I'm tickling my belly button. The trick is, so what I'm doing is pressing down a little bit, feeling the stretch right through here in the shoulder as the humerus internally rotates in the shoulder socket. If you don't know what those words mean, it doesn't matter. You're feeling a stretch in the shoulder. So once again, moving through. And the trick is to get the elbow beyond the leg. If it's not, then it'll just feel like, well, it doesn't go backwards, right? Then once you have your hand at your belly button, actually, first of all, if you don't, just hold here. If you've got your hand to your belly button, then reach around and find your hand. For a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Releasing everything nice and slow. Remembering your options. So either straight back to downward dog or child's pose, or for extra challenge, back to plank. Lowering chaturanga. Inhaling up. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Other side, left leg sweeps. And stepping up forward. Back knee lowers down. Anjaneyasana. But we're not here long. We're heading into Anjaneyasana with a twist and a bind. So left side. Here we go. And I like to take my time, you may have noticed, in this one. So I've got my arm across. And again, the trick is to get the elbow past the leg, because if it's not, then you can't, right? You can't bend the elbow. So elbow goes past the leg. And then left hand guides the right hand as far as you can go without pushing past your edge. And maybe just holding. If you've got your belly button, reach back with the left hand and find the right. And we're in a full proper yoga knot now. Breathing as deeply as you can in this yoga knot. And when you're ready to come out, nice and slow, shoulders. Heading back to your choice. Child's pose, downward dog, or back to plank. Lowering chaturanga. Inhaling up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg sweeps for 3-legged. Right foot steps forward. Back knee lowers down. For this one, we'll actually prepare for Parivrita Parshvakonasana. So that's revolved extended side angle. And it's infinitely more challenging than regular side angle. So for this one, I like to step the legs apart widthwise a little bit. So it's like a wide stance Anjaneyasana, which feels weird. I actually don't have my cupboards on the way, so I'm going to shift over here. More space is better. Okay, from here, we need to head into Anjaneyasana with a twist once more, but we're nice and limber now after our last crazy yoga knot. So we're heading into Anjaneyasana with a twist. We want to get that twist as deep as available without obviously pushing past it. Then either hold here, or if you want to go further, the left hand reaches down to the floor or a block. And then if you want to go further, the right arm reaches alongside the right ear. Holding here, or to complete Parivrita Parshvakonasana, tuck those back toes under, straightening the back leg. And then the full variation is the back heel spins down to the floor. We're not here long. Back heel spins up, back knee lowers, and Vinyasa with a twist. And Vinyasa, feeling amazingly loosey-goosey in the spine, which is fantastic. Heading down through lunge. Remembering your options for your Vinyasa. Extra challenge, back through plank. Lowering chaturanga. Inhale up. And exhale, downward dog. Other side, three-legged. Left leg sweeps. Left foot steps forward. Back knee lowers down. Untuck the toes. And Vinyasa. And Vinyasa with a twist. Here's where we start to slow down. We're just sort of trying to quickly get here, and then we take it slow. So the key to success here is to get that twist as deep as available. Then if you want to go further, reaching the hand to the floor or a block. And then if you want to go further, left arm alongside the ear, back toes tuck under, straighten the leg, heel moves to the floor. Ta-da! Reversing chorus, heel moves up, knee lowers, and Vinyasa with a twist. And Vinyasa. Remembering your options, down through lunge, extra challenge, back through plank, lowering chaturanga. Inhale up, exhale, downward dog. And from here, send the feet forward. Inhaling for flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up, reaching up high. Exhale to a tall mountain. So many activities today. From here, the next couple, I think we'll do not as long as I wanted to do today because I always plan for like a 4-hour yoga class and then realize, oh yeah, we don't have that much time. Okay, fine. So heading into a warrior 3 teeter-totter, which love-hate relationship, let's extend the left leg behind us up to warrior 3, but hands are just in prayer. So that makes it a little bit easier to find balance, or out in airplane mode if you have the space. I don't have the space. So I'm going to go to prayer. All we're doing is a little teeter-totter 10 times. That's it, okay? So we teeter like a little bit. Totter. 1. Teeter. 2. Teeter. 3. Small little movements. 4. Teeter. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. All the way up. Shaking it out. Other side. That's not so bad, right? And there's the left leg. Here we go. Come on, left leg. Don't mind me, I like pep talk my left side. And it's fine. Here we go. So we're in warrior 3. And we teeter for 1, just a small little movement. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Come on, all the way up. Okay, well, better luck with balance for me next time. Well, Vinyasa, inhale, arms go up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale for flat back. Exhale down, heading back through plank. And lowering chaturanga. Inhale up. And exhale, downward facing dog. From here, lowering through hands and knees, and then I'm gonna grab my little timer. I actually really like this next one coming up. I like to have a couple of blankets. You don't have to, but for my hip, this is our inner thigh strengthener. You probably already know what I'm talking about. So we lay on the left side, or sorry, the right side, and the left leg crosses over the right, okay? Flipping the timer, right leg goes up, up, up. Keep going. And if you're popping into this challenge like midway or randomly found this video and you're like, what are you doing? And you need a few seconds to figure it out, don't worry. 2 minutes might seem like a long time anyways, so I like to scale it back to 1 minute when someone's new. When I'm like, I did it for 1 minute when I was new. Slowing down the breathing. And one of the reasons why this exercise is so good, this is not a yoga pose. This is not traditional yoga. This is like a conditioning exercise. And the reason why I like to do conditioning exercises, even though yoga is supposed to be like a full body stretch and strength, there's a couple things that are missing in yoga. Well, in westernized yoga, I should say. That's a whole other conversation. But one of them is inner thigh strength. And it's just because in the Western world, just the way we are, the way our life goes, the outsides of our legs are just stronger. So our adductors, the inseams, need a little bit of extra strength. And then poses like the last one we did are a lot easier. In the home stretch. I always find my neck, like it's a good neck strengthener too. If you want to, just use your top hand as a pillow. Last probably 5 seconds-ish, I'm guessing. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Other side, so flippity-flip. Laying on the left, on the left elbow. Okay, we're good for time. I have so many fun activities today. And ready or not, here we go. I want to make sure I get them all in. I've got my little board just beyond the camera there. Can we get all of it in? It's all so fun. I wouldn't know what to let go of if we had to. There's a couple of new ones today. No, we can do it. So slowing down the breathing. This is more of a strength one. We'll move into a bit of cardio in a bit. I like cardio because it's kind of like playing. I feel like I'm a child skipping or something. I probably look like one too. All good. In the home stretch. See if you can notice, is one side stronger than the other? If not, or if so, that's fine. Like, try not to judge, but this is one of the beautiful things about yoga, especially as you progress from beginner to intermediate or intermediate to advanced. Once you start getting into a really good yoga routine or sadhana, like a like a 40-day challenge like this, starting to think about imbalances without judgment. It's a really cool thing once you can actually realize, yeah, I have faults, I have limitations, and be super okay with them and release. Okay, remembering your options. Extra challenge. We take the full vinyasa, heading back to plank, lowering chaturanga, inhaling up, and exhale, downward facing dog. From here, we send the feet forward all the way to the top. Inhaling for flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up, reaching up high, getting taller. And exhale to a tall mountain. From here, heading into our knee up exercise, just knee ups is what I call them. We stand on the left foot and we lift the knee up of the right side and up and up and up and keep going. That's it. I like to hold on to something just because, I don't know, if you can multitask though and add that balance in, that's even better. All right, I'll do it. But if you do need a lot of extra help with balance, we're trying to kind of triage what's important here. And balance, it's good to always, if you can multitask, that's great. Work on balance as well. So now you can see my ankles like moving around too, in addition to the main muscle groups that we're trying to use. But when it starts to get like, whoa, I'm really, really focusing on the balance, then I think it's better to hold on to something because we want the main focus to be the psoas, getting stronger. If you're like, well, my balance is not too bad, then you can work on both. That's good. But as soon as you start losing the integrity of the primary function of the exercise, then it's good to get a modification. Breathing deep. For me, sometimes I like to do a little bit of both. A little bit of, okay, working on balance. Really trying to keep that supporting leg straight though. Poker straight. Stiff as a poker, Iyengar says often in Light on Yoga. Almost done. Last probably 5 seconds-ish. And really long 5 seconds and release. Wowzers. Okay. Between sides, either just hang out here for a second or inhale, arms go up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale for flat back. Exhale down, back through plank. Lowering chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhale down. Just a couple breaths for 1. And 2. Send the feet forward. Inhaling for flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up, reaching up high. Exhale to a tall mountain. Other side. Let's just get right into it. Transferring the weight onto the right foot. Left knee goes up. Up and up and up. Maybe working on balance. Maybe not. Doesn't matter. Either way, that supporting leg is stiff as a poker. And belly scoops in. Just slow, deep breathing here. After this one, there's only 3 left, and then it's like gooey stretching. So we're already almost done the whole class. It's silliness. It goes fast. Not like during this exercise, but overall. Last, I don't even want to guess how many seconds. This much salt. Little tiny bit. And release. Remembering your options, either just hang out here for a few moments or inhale, arms go up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, down, back through plank. And lower, chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhale, downward dog. Send the feet forward. Inhaling for flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale to mountain. Okay, this next one, super fun. I'll start our timer. It's just marching on the spot. This is phase one. You can just keep doing this. So it's like a way easier version than our last little knee ups thing. Or for extra challenge, you can add a little hop. So you go hop left, hop right, hop left, hop right. And we just keep going. And then my hair is falling down. So we're trying not to have too much impact. You can, I don't know if you can, depends on how big your screen is. Notice my foot is like not like thunk. It's like rolling through the foot to try to minimize the impact. So nice and light, thinking nice and light. You might notice that calves are starting to work a little bit. I love that. Almost done. And then marching. Slowing it down. Redoing the hair if it fell out. Slowing down even more. And up at the top of your mat. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale down. Back to plank. And lower chaturanga. Inhale up. And exhale down dog. From here, lowering through hands and knees. The next exercise is side plank, plank, other side plank, plank, side plank, plank, etc., etc. So if you're strong enough to do that, you'll probably know exactly what I'm talking about. If you're like, I don't know what you're talking about and that sounds scary, I have a better solution. Modify plank, side plank, modify plank, side plank. Okay? Here we go. And you can alternate as well, right? You can start out strong and go at your own pace, not for very long. Each side, switch it up, other side. And at any time, if you're like, I want to slow this down, lower the knees. And if you are doing it, knees lowered, and you want a little rest, take a little rest. So remember, this isn't a challenge like, can I beat the video? This is a challenge. Can you arrive? Can you show up for yourself? Can you make that commitment to you to get stronger? You're not going to get stronger if you push it and hurt yourself. But you will get stronger if you go to your edge, not pushing past it, but rather respecting your edge and keep showing up. We're almost done already. So know that you can definitely modify at any time. I'm modifying now. Something wonky went with my wrist. Don't know what it is. I don't care to push it. You know what I mean? I think it's just fatigue. This one's really hard on the wrists. And by hard, I mean like good for them. But if something ever does like not feel right, and then the modification also doesn't feel right, like for me, this resolved at 100%. But always take rest. And we're done. Child's pose. Couple deep breaths. And from here, up and back to downward facing dog. Send the feet forward. Inhaling for flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up, reaching up high. Exhale to a tall mountain. For the next one, stepping the feet apart, like about one leg's length apart. And from here, this is a Kundalini type exercise. So don't worry too much about exact precision alignment. It's more about the momentum and the energy for raising energy. I'm going to start our timer. This is star pose. We go out with the arms, right hand towards left foot. Maybe you're not as flexible and you do shin. Other side to the shin. Or maybe you can make it all the way to the top of the foot. Keep going. So we go at your own pace. We go out to a star, cross, out, cross. And on an energetic level, it raises it. We inhale up. We exhale down. Through the nose, always through the nose. Almost done. And finishing up your round, finishing in the star, coming up to the top of your mat. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale for flat back. Exhale down, heading back to plank. And lowering chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhale down. From here, lowering all the way to a comfortable seated position. Maybe it's cross-legged, maybe it's sitting on your heels, whatever is actually really comfortable. Wiping my eyes like it's just about nap time here, like I'm two. And head and neck stretches, which are so nice. First, we'll do actually a shoulder stretch. So interlacing the fingers behind you, straightening through the arms as much as they want to. That might not be very much at all, but we're trying to feel that stretch in the front of the shoulders. And release. From here, right ear to right shoulder, just the weight of the head is enough. And floating the head back to neutral. Other side, left ear to left shoulder. And float the head back up. Wide open shoulders, tuck the chin, just to even everything out. And release. From here, we'll head into a straddle. So step the feet apart as wide as I'll go today. And then if it's a bit of a struggle to stay upright, keep the hands behind you. Otherwise, start to walk the hands forward, just feeling a stretch. And slowly come on up. Laying all the way onto your backs, preparing for Urdhva Dhanurasana, upward facing bow pose. Or if you're not interested in that one today, just a simple bridge posture. You can even sit on a block to make it more of a restorative style, which I recommend actually. I'll talk us through Urdhva Dhanurasana. So bending the knees, feet slightly wider than hips width apart, hands beneath the shoulders, not the neck. And when you're ready, pressing up, maybe resting on the top of the head for a couple breaths. And then when you're ready, pressing all the way up. A few deep breaths. And slowly, slowly release. Hugging the knees into your chest whenever you're ready. Maybe a little rock from side to side. And preparing for Ananda Balasana, happy baby. Crossing onto the outer edges of the feet. Drawing the knees down towards the floor while maintaining a neutral spine. So to do that, think about the tailbone moving down towards the floor. It's already 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly release. And prepare for Shavasana, final resting pose. If your back needs a little extra support today, keep the knees bent with the feet on the floor. Otherwise, extending the legs, arms along your sides, palms facing up, and closing the eyes. Softening everything, but especially through the neck and the shoulders, and all the way down the arms. Softening through the face, softening around the eyes, and even the muscle between the eyes. Just letting it all go. Starting to come back, wiggle the fingers and the toes, and gently roll your head from side to side. Then reach your arms above head on the floor, giving yourself a big stretch, feeling totally refreshed. And bend your knees one at a time, and gently roll over to the right side. Pausing there for just a moment. And slowly press yourself all the way up to a comfortable seated position. And when you arrive, palms facing up on the knees. Inhale, sitting up tall. And exhale, softly close the eyes. Taking those final moments to thank yourself for showing up to your practice today and taking care of you. And slowly open the eyes. Namaste, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today was a lot of fun. I had fun. Thank you very much. I'll see you next time.